Here with Marilyn Petit, junior guard on the SFU women's basketball team. Bonjour, comment ça va?
Ça va bien, toi?
Ça va bien. So, where were you born, first off?
I'm born up north in Quebec City. It's about 2 hours away. It's called Jonquière, and it's in the Saguenay, by the Saguenay River, if you can locate it a little bit.
And do you still live there in Quebec, or did you move?
No, I have lived there for 17 years, and then my parents moved up north, even more, by the St. Lawrence River. So I live in Bergeron now.
Nice. So Quebec is developed under a different school system. So can you explain that a little bit, how you went to CEGEP, what that is?
Well, first off, we have 6th grade of elementary school, then we have 5 grades of high school. So we graduated in grade 11. Then we have to do 2 years of CEGEP in order to go to university. So CEGEP is basically, you take classes, you either go in social science or health science, and then you get a touch of everything of what's out there, so you're more prepared for university. Then since I play basketball there, the schedule is really, really, really busy. So we have to do it in 3 years. So that's why I came here as a freshman and I was 20 instead of being 17 pretty much. I mean 18, yeah.
So what CEGEP did you play for?
Saint Foy.
And you won 3 national championships with them.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Oh, that was pretty good actually. First year was, I was playing with a lot of great players, and I choose to go to Saint Foy because of the great players that were playing there. And we knew that we were probably going to go far because of the team we had, but we were upset at the provincial in the semis, but then we still got a wild card to go to nationals, and we won the nationals, so that was great. And then the second year we still had a great team, but then we still got upset again in the final at the provincial game, and then but we still went because we were hosting nationals, and we won at home, so that was just great. There was 500 people there just cheering so loud, and the gym was packed. And then the third year, as a senior, it was just, we were here in Kelowna, and winning a third year in a row, it has happened once or twice in the CCAA history, I think. So that was really good.
So coming from that and then coming straight into the NCAA, kind of a bit of a shock for you, or?
For sure, yeah. Well, I was playing when we would play at nationals. The girls would be a lot older than us, but the intensity of playing and everything is just so much harder and so much different here. It's just so much more competitive in NCAA.
So how did you see your role coming into this team last year?
Well, I knew I was older, so I knew I had to be not more mature, but I'd say composed on the court, and I knew that I had a lot of experience, maybe more than the rookie that came with me, but it's still another completely different game out there, so it was just I had to adapt a lot.
So how do you feel your role has changed from then until now? Well,
I know what to expect now, and since we have more people, we can have bigger goals, and the expectations are just, I guess, are higher a little bit.
What are your goals for this season?
I think for this season, that's a good question. I think as a team, we can do a lot better than we did last year. Even though we made the playoffs with only 8 players, I think this year we can go a lot further. And personally, I just need to take care of the ball and be focused on simple things and not try to do too much in one thing at one time.
So kind of veering back towards the school aspect, being a French woman and going to an English university, how has that been for you, kind of adapting to that and being in English classes and having to write English papers?
It was, at the beginning I didn't know it was going to be that hard because the classes are huge. There's about 200 people in your class and your teacher has a mic, so there's a lot of echo, and I'm used to not read on the lips, but just focus on the mouth so I can get more of what he's talking about sometimes. And that didn't happen at all in my classes because that was way too far, and there's the mic and the echo and all. It was hard to understand. So I had to just focus even more. And in tutorial, I would ask most of the questions in tutorials because I didn't know a lot of what he talked about. And but most of my teachers were really understanding towards me because I would go and tell them that I'm French, and it's my first year in English school, and my TA would understand a lot too, and I think they were really helpful.
So you've been struggling with a bad case of strep throat, and you've been really sick. So how is that for you? How is that coming back? How are you feeling?
I can't eat now. I've been eating a week last week, and I started eating yesterday. My tonsils are pretty bad still. Headaches is still there, but the fever's out, and that's a good thing. And I guess it's just gonna be, I just have to fight it, I guess, because training camp is coming up soon, so we gotta be ready for that.
How's it been sitting on the sidelines at practice?
It sucks. You never like that.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to be part of the team. You don't want to waste anybody's time. And
is it helping you get motivated for the season at all?
it is. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than anything. But it's not helping me getting ready at all, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. So one last question for you. What is your favorite quote, French or English?
Oh, it's a French one, and it's my grandfather say that to me a lot when I was little, and it was sois fier de ce que tu fais, puis fais-toi honneur. That basically means be proud of what you do and not kind of honor yourself and what you do.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your time with Mary Lynn, and be sure to check out our other interviews on our SFU website.